She was just working at Five Guys Burgers and was gracious enough to supply us with these delicious shakes. When I got the strawberries, even better. Can you say hi, Olivia?
Hi.
So, welcome to the CarCast.
Welcome to the CarCast.
All right.
Oh, my phone. Well, your car just ate my phone.
That's okay. We'll get it. So, Olivia, if you're not familiar with CarCast, oh, you are. Do you like and subscribe?
Duh.
Oh, well, fantastic.
Then why don't we ever get any likes?
I'm just subscribed.
She's waiting for the right opportunity. She's waiting for the right, we're still trying to get our feet under us, and it's kind of still, something that we're kind of feeling out, the format. And so just to bring everybody up to speed, Gabby and I just got done playing some racquetball at the Y, and Olivia kind of got done around that same time, so we thought we would, go pick her up. She didn't want to get stranded out here.
We didn't think that we had to.
Well, we just wanted to make sure that she got home safe and sound. So
No, we didn't.
Sure we did.
Mom said we had to.
These shakes are delicious, by the way. Highly recommended. Five Guys shakes. I have the strawberry. You have the Oreo.
Yeah, pretty sure.
Are you happy?
I don't know. I can barely taste it.
All
I'm
right.
drinking it too fast.
Okay. Well, it was a good call. So thanks again, Olivia. So what we normally do on the CarCast is talk about current events, different kinds of topics and things like that. So we have
We don't talk politics here.
No, we don't talk politics. We have our food review in, right? That's one of our staple things. So one of the things that was kind of an interesting topic, some people feel pretty passionate about, is virtual schooling versus in-person schooling, and wanted to get your thoughts on it, what you've heard, and what you think. So I'll take it. I'll let you guys kind of run with it here. So
Okay.
Gabby, you want to start?
So today was our second day with some people being in person, and I hated it in math class because she gave the people in person first pick at everything. So like after group work, when we were sharing answers, every time we had to do it in order. So we had a lineup, but she let all the other groups go first, which made it more difficult because then we had to answer more like interestingly, I guess.
Sure.
Is the way to say it, because it was weird, but it was annoying, and she just was basically teaching to them, and then we were just kind of watching.
Okay.
So that was kind of annoying.
Well, I mean, it's got to be difficult for the teachers too. Right?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, let's make sure we point that out. Let me ask you a question. Do you think there were less kids in person today than there were yesterday, or is it about the same?
Probably less. I talked to one of my friends the other day at softball, and she said that she had started that because it was her first day going back in real life.
Yeah.
And she said that she was dropping it today.
Oh wow. She's going back virtual.
Yeah.
Nice.
Because it just it was like a prison, she said, because they just couldn't go anywhere.
Nice. So. Yeah, it's nothing even close to what was normal before. And from what I've heard, I haven't seen it firsthand. So, hey Olivia, can you give us your thoughts on?
Do you have thoughts about
on in-person learning versus?
They're gonna get shut down really fast.
You think so?
Yeah.
Why do you think that?
Because everyone who's at school is gross, and they be sharing germs.
Okay.
Yeah, they do be sharing germs.
So you think it's just a matter of time before the infections start, and
probably
then they're going to start quarantining?
The election is today, so you never know.
So what do you think the election has to do with?
I don't think it has anything to do with it, but other people be saying that Corona's just going to go away when the election's over.
Oh, well, I mean, I guess to some extent, I think I believe some of that, but it's interesting even at your age that you guys are thinking about that from a political standpoint. But like we said before, we don't really get into politics on this show. We like to try to keep it light and fun, and
Yeah.
So, you guys are happy? You're doing full virtual learning? You guys are both happy doing that, or?
I prefer it.
Okay.
Because I then get to have breaks during the day.
Gotcha.
Like when I'm not doing work, I'm having a break. They're still filming.
Yeah, TV9 is still filming.
So, and also, I feel like we've been doing less work, but also it's been feeling like a lot of work, if that makes sense.
Is it enough? Like, are you challenging yourself? Do you think it's like a...
It's enough work because already with the stress of the whole online school thing and everything else that's happening in the world, it's enough because it just the way that everything is right now, because it's not normal. So I prefer it.
What do you think you're missing?
I'm missing seeing my friends every day, and then like
social component piece.
Yeah. And also just like the being able to raise your hand to answer a question, because right now you have to just unmute and take charge rather than when you're in class you just raise your hand and get picked.
Okay.
So it's
That's
kind
fair.
of annoying because I prefer not to just like butt in because I want to give everybody else a chance.
Fair enough. How about you, Olivia? What are you thinking? Do you have a preference, in person or virtual?
I would have gone in person if like it wasn't
dangerous,
like how they're doing it right now. Like they showed the classroom today in like one of the lives, and they were like yelling at kids who were checking the seating chart because they were like standing next to each other, not 6 feet apart.
Oh.
And when you eat lunch, I'm pretty sure, and you can't even go in the commons.
So where are they eating lunch?
Or something. Well, like you can't, like I don't think you can go in there and like sit. Like I think you can go and like eat lunch and then you have to leave. Like I don't think, like you used to be able to just hang out in the commons, but I don't think you can now.
There's none of that, huh?
I don't know. I could be slow.
probably.
Wow. We don't. Well, we all have our theories. But you're not slow. I think it'd be such a different environment now for you that it wouldn't be enjoyable. I really truly think there will be.
There's the prison, aka school.
That's
my prison.
Yes.
It's not Olivia's.
Yeah, Olivia's prison's coming up. But I think we're gonna get more and more kids realizing that the back to school in-person stuff just isn't what it was.
What they thought it was going to be.
Yeah, exactly. So, and it was interesting that, you heard already that, some kids are, they did it for one day and they're like, forget it, I'm going virtual.
Yeah.
So, Olivia, did you hear of anybody that gave it up after a day?
No.
No? Okay.
But the comp teacher literally had 4 kids in class today.
Okay.
And he was like, I was supposed to have 6.
Oh, so people changing their mind already?
Yeah.
Yeah, there's this other kid in my classes who didn't even go the first day.
Okay.
But the teachers always get confused because he's on the Google Meet, and he's supposed to be, he's on their in-person attendance sheet.
Okay.
But
yeah.
Yeah.
And I guess it's nice to have the option, right?
Yeah.
I mean, but it's just such a weird time.
Yeah. It also sucks because some teachers are changing the way that they're doing class.
Yeah.
It sucks because some of the teachers are changing the way that they're doing class, because like my art teacher, we would go on every day and he would walk us through the art that we were doing. That's a giant rock or something.
It was.
But now he just puts a picture on It's Learning, and then we have to go find it and copy it. So, it's not as hands-on and we're not really learning as much.
So virtual art. That seems like kind of a strange concept to me.
Mm-hmm.
Right? Like, how do you teach art, first off?
You don't really teach art ever anyways, but he would usually teach vocabulary words. He didn't really focus on it much though.
Vocabulary words in art?
Mm-hmm.
Like what? Like what are we talking about?
Like depth,
line,
like
that kind of
weight.
Stuff. I gotcha. Terms and phrases
vocabulary
used in the art world.
Vocabulary.
Gotcha. Okay.
So yeah, I drew a squirrel the last art class, I think.
Yeah.
It was a bear. Wait, no.
A squirrel or a bear? Which one was it?
It was a squirrel and a bear, and I also drew something else.
Like you're making a scene of some sort?
No.
Oh, right.
Different art classes, different pieces.
Oh, okay. But you're getting in more into wildlife creation?
Yeah. I think that's what we're doing now.
Okay.
I don't remember what last classes was.
How about you, Olivia? How's art going? Do you have art this year?
Yeah, but the project we're doing right now is like stupid.
Why?
Because it doesn't make sense. Like, you're supposed to draw an image on top, like the directions you gave didn't make sense.
Why is that?
Because it was like you're supposed to draw an image, right, and then draw an image over it, and then shatter it, and then shade it. Like, how do you do that, and what does that even mean?
That seems kind of difficult if you're putting an image,
especially without
on top of something.
Much description there.
Is that your favorite art teacher?
Your favorite art teacher?
That's not my favorite art teacher.
That's the art teacher's favorite.
Yeah.
So we're getting close to the end.
We are getting close. We had really good discussion though.
Yeah.
It was nice having a guest. We should make this a regular thing.
That was our first guest star.
Yes, Olivia was our first guest.
We've only filmed 3 of these.
And as a guest, we'll make sure you get we'll make sure you get a swag bag of some sort.
What?
Well, you get a little something, from our sponsors.
We'll get you a white T-shirt and write CarCast on it and
for making an appearance on our CarCast.
On our show.
On our show, yeah. So we are getting close, but again, I want to thank our special guest Olivia for the delicious shakes from Five Guys. They were great. Also want to thank her for her time coming on and being a gracious guest and
I didn't really get a choice.
No, you didn't really get a choice, but being a good participant.
Look at the moon.
Yeah, the moon's cool.
It's a waning gibbous.
It is waning, just like this podcast.
Bye.